Patrick, where were you? This whole thing is about to start.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I was so excited. I couldn't decide between my green suit and my blue suit. Age-old problem, right? I mean, I love my green suit, but it does give off like a Riddler vibe. On the other hand, it makes... Wait, why aren't you dressed, Abra? Oh my gosh, is something wrong? Are you okay?
Patrick, I'm fine. I'm just in my pajamas because I'm in my bedroom on yet another Zoom call for like the 5,000th time this year.
Oh, dear sweet Abra.
Okay, that's patronizing.
True. Abra, this is not just another Zoom party. This is the Teen Impact Awards.
No, I know, but...
No buts. No ifs. Only one and. And the Teen Impact Awards is anything other than just another event because we're here to celebrate 58 teens from this community for being anything than like just another group of young people.
Okay, you don't have to make it sound like I don't think the teens are cool. Because I do.
Well, then why aren't you dressed?
Because it'll only take a sec.
Well, I guess if any of you out there in sweats would like to take a sec to get changed.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, wow, that was like a sec. Huh. Abra, you look amazing. Oh, and you're here in time for the big musical number. Win-win.
Wait. There won't be a musical number, Patrick? We discussed this?
Oh, okay.
What?
Nothing. Hello and welcome to the 6th annual Teen Impact Awards. That cost $5,000. Kidding. Special effects. It was like 6. The Teen Impact Awards is the top community program to recognize teens in the bleeding disorders community who are making a positive impact in homes, schools, and communities. It's a high-end gala event that helps kick off NHF's BDC every year. And yes, this year it looks a little different for obvious reasons, and we're coming into your home. So what better way to honor that than to be all over the place ourselves?
Patrick, you're always all over the place.
Thanks, Obs! But this, my fellow bleeding community, friends, family, patriots, whoever you are, is my undying pledge to you. This will not be just another Zoom party. We have lined up incredible guests and amazing events to give you the experience of a BDC. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Teen...
Am I ready for the Zoom party? Where's Abra?
It is not another Zoom party, and I am not her keeper. And that is a nice hat.
But you are the co-host, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl champ Josh Gordy. Does that ever get old?
Nah, I can't say that it does.
Wouldn't think so. Hey, did you learn the song?
Whoa, what song? That not gonna be a song? Also, I gotta be honest, man. Since we're in the Zoom and it's a party, it's most definitely still a Zoom party. Doesn't mean it can't be lit.
Okay, no songs, Patrick.
Come on.
Looking good, Abra.
Whoa. What about me? How do I look?
Thank you, Josh. And I love the hat.
Oh, I already said nice hat.
The whole thing.
Hey, fun fact. Did you guys know about hats, that they were first invented in 3200?
Anyway, do you guys think I should change my virtual background? I'm thinking, like, what if I was, like, on the beach or, like, on the moon, kind of like...
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about that, but can never get it right. I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, yeah. Just go into your settings. Make sure...
No normal Zoom conversations. This is not another Zoom party.
Am I late for the Zoom party?
Hey, no, what's up, Chris?
Oh my gosh, hey, look who it is. Save One Life Executive Director and world-class mountaineer, Chris Bombardier.
Hey, stand-up comedian and world-class friend, Abra Friedman. Nice intro.
Likewise.
So what's Patrick's deal?
He doesn't want to call it what it is, another Zoom party.
Well, what is it then?
The Teen Impact Awards.
Oh, so it's not like a normal Zoom?
No.
Oh, then can you pass those chips?
Yeah.
Wait, did you guys plan that?
Nicole.
Is this starting?
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the party.
Oh, we really should have buttoned up the intro a little bit more.
Chris, do I see my favorite chips in the world in your hands? Can you please throw those my way?
Ladies and gentlemen, NHF's very own Nicole Scappi here for not another Zoom party, Gordy.
We're on a Zoom having a party, and it's a Zoom party.
I have no idea what that title means, but I can't wait to find out. Oh, and when is the song?
What song?
There's always a song, right? I just love how the Teen Impact Awards kick off NHF every year with a big bang. All the inspiring teens, the funny bits, and Patrick always pulls out the stops for the opening. So what's it gonna be this year, Patrick?
Nicole, I am so glad you asked.
Is that Colby?
Yes, it is Believe Limited's very own Colby.
Hey.
Oh,
Colby, why are you dressed like Madonna?
We doing this thing?
we're doing it.
Strike a pose. Enter the URL. Strike a pose. Enter the URL. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Look around, everywhere you turn is heartache. You can't hurt people you love 6 feet apart. You try streaming shows and texting daily with everyone that you know. When all else fails, you just want to be back to the way things were. A new place you can get away. It's called a web chat, and here's what it's for. So come on, Zoom. You can even pick your own background.
I'm on Mount Everest again.
Hey, come on, Zoom. Let your body live on your iPhone. Never-ending selfie. All you need is a strong Wi-Fi connection. So use it, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. Mute your mic, take turns in the conversation. You can't all go talk at once. Please mute your mic. It makes no difference if you have an account. You can use it on a browser for free. If the invite comes, you just click on the link. You're a streaming star. Yes, that's what you are. You know it. Come on, Zoom. You can even pick your own background.
Kilimanjaro, baby.
Come on, Zoom. Let your body live in your iPhone. Turn off self-view.
Skype, FaceTime, Google Chrome, WhatsApp's icon, here's a phone, Messenger, Microsoft Teams, Marco Polo in the live streams, iMessage, House Party, Slack, DM me and I'll hit you back, Google Duo, Google Chat, AIM for the throwback, all have apps and an interface, some per voice, some per face, TikTok, Gram, Twitter too, Snapchat, we love you, meetings with an attitude, Grandma when she's in the mood, we're not together so we do it, start the Zoom, there's nothing to it, come on Zoom,
Zoom,
come on Zoom,
Zoom.
Zoom,
zoom, zoom, zoom.
come on Zoom,
You can even pick your own background.
KK2.
Hey, come on, Zoom. Let your body live on your iPhone. Never-ending selfie. Zoom.
That is what I'm talking about. Colby Crow featuring Seth Kirshner and like everybody else that I know. Awesome
Okay.
job.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Let the Teen Impact Awards begin.
We've got teens and their families waiting to be honored, watching from around the country.
And we will be seeing more from Nicole, Josh, Chris, the graduates from the National Youth Leadership Institute, and all of you.
And now, let's get to our first category. Because they always put others first, they get to be first tonight. These are the no task too great teens, the empty the tank teens, the take me I'm yours, selfless self-sacrificers.
Wow. Avra, you love this category.
No, yeah, Patrick, I really do. These teens went above and beyond to give back, whether for the bleeding disorders community, their community at large, or just going out of their way to help their family. And we want them to know it doesn't go unnoticed.
Especially this year, when now more than ever we have gained a deep understanding of what it means to be in service. Your families, your friends, and your communities need you now more than ever.
And these incredible teens are leaders of the pack. Let's meet the outstanding recipients in service. Roll it.
12 days after I was born, I had a massive brain bleed, so I had emergency brain surgery. Everything turned out pretty good. Really worked with the Camp Legal Camp, and that's where I got started when I was a kid and learned about hemophilia, and then wanting to teach other kids how hemophilia is a good thing, because when I was a kid, counselors taught me and just try to keep their hopes up and make them feel positive. So I was a counselor last year, and then I'm a counselor this year, but it's all online. Even though we have different activities like archery, outdoor rec, and swimming, we're having a huge package sent to each camper's home with different arts supplies for arts and crafts, nature stuff they can do outside. I just want to teach the kids how having a bleeding disorder is a good thing and not a bad thing. I don't know, try to lead, because if you want your life to be lived how you want it, you should be a leader so you can lead your own life.
I have been to Washington and Albany days where we do state and national level advocacy for the bleeding disorders community. Fundraising through my school for our annual walk at the New York City Hemophilia chapter. I went to a Patient Voices where I talked to Audrey Stewart Cousins and Senator Amy Pollin about how I've experienced hemophilia and just how it's affected me. Anyone taking up leadership roles, I'd suggest if you have an opportunity, take it. Once you say become a leader, you can emulate it anywhere, and it's such a good tool to have. It doesn't hurt to try and be a leader. If you don't have any right in front of you, just go seek out opportunities.
When you're going through something that no one really kind of has an idea about, it can lead to certain things where you feel like there's no one else out there like you, or no one really understands what you're going through. And then when you meet someone who is going through what you're going through, it not only makes you happier and you're able to just learn from each other. The bond that you guys share helps keep you wanting to learn more and then meet new people. I think it was the first day we were learning how to infuse, and I kind of got it right away. And then I had this friend that was in my cabin, and he was having struggles with it. So later on in the cabin, when we went back, I told him what I had learned, and eventually he got it. So then when we went back the next day, he had an easier time at it.
From Zephyrelis, Florida, Sally Campbell. Sally started a nonprofit called Celebrating with a Cause to honor her great-grandmother who passed away from cancer before she was born. A leader in her community, Sally wanted to support cancer patients and cancer research, as well as inspire others to become involved in community service. To date, Sally has raised over $50,000 in monetary and other types of donations for various charities and causes within the community.
I have hemophilia A severe. In my FFA chapter at my high school, I was the vice president for the 2019 and 2020 school year, and me and the president worked really closely together to try and make our chapter even better and grow our chapter, especially considering my school is brand new. We really had to be leaders to show the younger kids what they need to do. I think that you should just grab the ropes and go. I mean, you won't regret it if you can make an impact in the lives of anyone. I'm just excited to help kids understand that hemophilia can't stop you, and it won't stop you as long as you stay on your medication and you just push through all the hard times and the troubles. Anything good can happen if you believe.
I like to educate others on bleeding disorders because it isn't something that's well known. My brother also has hemophilia, so I always am trying to be proactive for him, helping him with it because he does have more severe bleeding disorder than I do. When it comes to leadership, I've been a board member for my school's Key Club. I've also been a board member of a local governmental operations board here in town. I've also worked at summer camp, just trying to be a leader for those around me, just trying to help others be the best selves that they can be. We have social media platforms where we can speak out and help educate others around us. And we need to learn leadership at a young age so that we can be good leaders as adults. Don't be afraid to ask questions, be open to learning more, be there to support others.
Started a communications internship with the Nevada chapter of the Hemophilia Foundation, where I wrote 2 articles and did some photography work for them for their newsletter. We decided to come up with a teen council. It's just a great way for everyone to connect and understand that they're not the only ones impacted by living with the bleeding disorder. To take on more leadership roles, you have to do it. If someone tells you that you can't do it, use that as motivation to just go and keep doing it. I managed to build an entire teen council up for the Hemophilia Foundation, which is something I never thought I'd be able to do. And it's okay to use help with these leadership roles. Leadership isn't just a one-man job. You're allowed to get help and have help. And it's probably better to get help because then you're not left stressing and trying to figure out everything on your own.
From Thomason, Connecticut, Kaylee Falter. Kaylee showcases her leadership skills every day at school, at home, and with her friends. Her empathy, kindness, and strength makes her an advocate for those without a voice. Kaylee isn't afraid to stand up for herself and others when facing adversity and disadvantaged situations. She is an active volunteer in her community and uses her writing, artwork, and music to amplify others and the causes she believes in.
It's pretty cool to receive one for leadership. I like doing that kind of general stuff, like leading other people. Bleeding disorders makes me feel happy. I'm a camp counselor. We have a hemo camp every year. When I go to that, I try to lead and make sure the younger kids get the same experience that I did. Seeing the younger kids knowing they can actually do this stuff that they might have been told they can't do. Stay strong and push through it. You can make it. You can do anything you want. No, I just look forward to seeing more people with hemophilia like coming up, like seeing like Olympic athletes maybe with hemophilia. It would be really cool.
From Glendale, Arizona, Angelo Tellis. Angelo is a natural-born leader who loves giving back to his community. Angelo is a seasoned camp counselor who takes time to listen to his younger campers when they express their insecurities and fears. He has the rare power of connecting with his campers in an authentic way that makes them feel heard. As someone who has experienced bullying in his past, Angelo has concentrated on his lifestyle, studies, and learning to love himself to reach the self-confidence he draws out of his campers. A true leader.
Back in February, I went to the Legislators' Day, and we talked about how to formulate a story to our legislators, and we'll ask them for help. It was definitely very awkward at first, and it took a lot of getting used to, but speaking to the legislators, it became almost a routine as I went through each one that I got the chance to talk to. The advocation for my behalf and other people like me standing up for what we need, it really felt good. The people you're talking to are just normal people. They want to help in any way they can. They're not going to shame you for messing up your words. Just the feeling of overpowering that nervousness and getting over my stage fright just so that I can help my community prosper more is absolutely amazing. I love it so much.
I'm a junior counselor. I help a lot with the kids and organizing events. I help set up the hemophilia walk we have and the Vegasville night. Us young people need to stand up and just help out wherever we can, because these are like-minded people and people who are the same as us, and not many people can relate to us on this level. We have to make sure everything goes smoothly for the future and new people coming into the community, and still find a way to be happy and a normal teenager. If you're experiencing troubles feeling alone or just joint issues in general, don't be afraid to reach out to your local hemophilia chapter or community, and you'll feel a little bit more at home. Thank you.
Okay, Patrick, I'm converted. It's not just another Zoom party.
Yes, I told you.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so what's next?
Well, traditionally, the Teen Impact Awards helps kick off NHF's BDC, and as we know, this year the conference has gone fully virtual.
Well, sounds high-tech, Patrick.
So we're going to swing around to the various corners of the internet to see how the virtual party is going there.
Wait, like the actual internet?
Yeah.
Like, we're going to visit Google?
Albert, don't be silly. You can't visit Google.
Oh, yeah, right. Of course.
But we are going to be checking out all the major social media platforms.
We're going to physically go on social media? Oh, that sounds unpleasant.
Please don't be so silly. We can't go ourselves.
Oh, right. Yeah. Duh.
We're hosting the Teen Impact Awards. Yeah. But I did send top graduates from the National Youth Leadership Institute program to each of the major platforms to see about what teen leadership might be happening over there. They are young and at lower risk for these kinds of places.
Oh, I'm lost in the metaphor. Is that a metaphor?
Unclear. First up, we have Christina De La Riva in Twitter. Hey, Christina, any amazing teen leadership happening in that platform?
You guys, there's a full tweet storm happening right here. It's pretty bad, Patrick. Everyone seems really angry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, wow, that's really weird.
Honestly, Avra, it's not that weird. Sometimes people get justifiably angry and they need a platform to advocate for change.
Oh, no, that's definitely been true in our community, too. I mean, it's just weird that you're, like, in an actual tweet storm.
I'm sorry, I can't seem to hear you over the trends. It turns out millennials don't like the baby boomers, and the Gen Z kids don't seem to like the millennials, and the baby boomers don't seem to really care about anything, and Gen X is not being talked about, and they're kind of cool with it. I don't know.
Yep, that sums up my feed pretty well.
Hey, Christina, any inspiring teen stuff happening in Twitter?
Oh yeah, you just need to look for the proper NHF hashtags, but most teens really wouldn't be caught dead on Twitter. I recommend you check out Instagram.
Oh, thanks. All right. Well, look, hey, be safe out there.
Oh no, there's a high-pressure tweet coming in from the East with a lot of retweets. I'm gonna have to duck out, guys. Bye.
Wow, okay. I guess we have to check out Instagram?
I guess we do. Unfortunately, we've got a couple of former NYLI crew over there as we speak, and it sounds like we're going to find inspiring teen activity for sure.
Oh, hey, Zach and Chaitan. How are things going inside the app thing?
Avra, you have got to come check this place out. Things are amazing here.
Oh, good. It's a good place.
Oh, yeah. It's perfect. Literally everyone here has the most perfect life you've ever seen.
Well, are any of them teens taking action?
I'm sure they are. This place has everything. I literally saw an ad for lobster swimsuits. Not swimsuits with lobsters on them. Actual tiny bikinis to put on lobsters before cooking them.
Shaitan, getting a little off topic here. We're looking for inspiring teen activity.
The problem is you don't really find things around here. They find you.
I'm not seeing them on my feed. Check out stories, maybe?
Or you just might want to be looking at Instagram TV or just trying to slide into some DMs.
It's really all the same content repackaged 5 ways and sandwiched with ads.
Oh, wow, that sounds terrible.
Oh, the ads are for things we want.
I'm currently coming off the best night of sleep of my life on my mattress made from recycled pants.
And I'm wearing pants made from recycled mattresses. I love Instagram.
Anyway, maybe just check out the NHF hashtag. You'll probably find everything you want right there.
Gotta go put this convo on my story.
Tag me.
Obviously.
Abra, I think we need something a little more our speed.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, I don't want to sound like old, but what's happening over on Facebook?
Facebook.
Hey, Abra.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, guys. We're looking for teen leadership, but things are a little superficial on Instagram and a little angry on Twitter.
Wow, that's strange.
Yeah, things are great here.
Everyone's getting along.
Everyone agrees with one another.
It's like a utopia.
Some might even say it's a bubble.
Wow, really? It seems like no place in the world is that harmonious these days.
Big strange hugging heart emoji for that comment, my man.
Wow, Facebook, bringing us all together.
Oh, we're not together.
Yeah, no way.
But I don't understand. I thought you were both, like, in Facebook?
Oh, we are.
We're just on 2 completely different sides. Everyone on my side totally agrees with each other, so it's great.
Same here. Feelings are super mutual among the folks in my immediate orbit.
And the only thing we all have to agree on is that we hate one another.
What about the NHF hashtag?
Oh, yeah, good point. Guys, is the NHF hashtag something you can use over there?
Great point. It sure does.
Yeah, actually, there's a pretty great NHF bubble here we can all commingle in.
We just have to promise not to bring up anything from our own outside bubbles into this bubble.
Bubble ethics is complex, but honest practice.
Okay, well, this is kind of getting sketchy.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
No, I mean, like, it feels like a long sketch. I think we should get back to the show.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Okay, guys, we're logging off.
Wow, really?
I didn't even know you could log off.
Okay, good luck and bye.
Wow, I'm kind of glad there are ways for NHF participants to just connect with one another and leave all that noise behind.
I couldn't agree more, Avra. And it's kind of important for us to have an opportunity like this once a year just to get together and be with each other. And this year's virtual conference is no different. The NHF hashtag can help us all stay connected and follow along with leaders of our community throughout the remainder of the conference.
Oh, and that makes this the perfect time to introduce our next Teen Impact Award recipients, because they are leaders in their own right.
So true. And much like the Service Award winners, these are some pretty selfless teens.
Volunteering isn't easy. It can mean long hours, lots of effort, and it's done with a lot of matching t-shirts. Whether for a local chapter, your school, a social group, your church, or just in your community, they heard the call and they answered it.
I can't wait to meet the winners in volunteerism.
My brother has hemophilia A moderate, and I'm a carrier. In the hemophilia community, I do a lot of sibling stuff, so I've helped coordinate and organize all of the sibling sessions for the past 2 years. I was on a panel for siblings early in the beginning of this whole quarantine. I was on like an hour panel just about like siblings and living with someone with hemophilia. And then for the virtual NEHA family camp, we're gonna be having online like Zoom call webinar stuff for the sibling sessions. Do our best to make it as interactive as possible to still have like a connection with everyone. I just think it's really important to be open and help all ways that you can with everything, no matter what walk of life you're in.
I am mild hemophilia B, but you just got to keep it in the back of your mind at all times that doing this action, how can it affect your body with your hemophilia? If we have a youth group, we try to go out of state week-long mission trips. It can include helping anyone really in need. Getting into volunteer work, it really teaches you a lot. It teaches you schedules, self-discipline, and also just teaches you to look out a little bit more to see who needs help in your community and in other places around. Sometimes it's hard. I try to make do with what I can.
My dad is the one with hemophilia. I don't let it bother me that much, but I like to inform people because it's something that not a lot of people know about. It's something people should know, that it's a disorder that a lot of people live with and they don't show it. The past 3 years I've gone on mission trips and they each last a week long. We just serve people. It makes me feel really good that I'm going and serving people outside of my community. But I also give flute lessons to kids at my school and I also tutor them. When I'm going to college this next year, I'm going to be a pharmacist and I really want to work in the hematology field. That's what I'm most excited about, to be helping that community that helped basically save my dad, and I can give back to them.
My mother and my brother both have von Willebrand's disease. My brother also has ITP. And I've been volunteering with multiple organizations, but the one that's really stood out for me has been Sawhorse Revolution, to come volunteer and build houses. So you're learning carpentry skills while also building tiny houses for people who are affected by homelessness. For me, it was really important because homelessness was something that I was really struggling to grapple with. I didn't feel that giving money was enough. I didn't feel that packing food at a food bank was enough. I wanted to do something that was actually changing the problem itself, which was the fact that people didn't have homes, and get someone off the street. Really, the goal for me today is just to share the word that volunteering is really some of the most impactful work. It's some of the most rewarding work, and it's definitely worthwhile.
My older brother has severe hemophilia A, and my sister has many different types of rare bleeding disorders. The kind of work that I do is actually helping my mom out a lot. She is the executive director for the Hemophilia Foundation for Southern California. I actually help a lot behind the scenes. I just would like to help out in any way possible, just to give back to my mom, that she's done so much for me. Actually, when I first started, I didn't know that there was a large community, and I just thought it was so amazing that other people with this rare disease can come together and empower others through meeting, talking, and just educating people about what hemophilia is. The more people that know about hemophilia, the more people that they can come together and kind of understand about what these people are going through.
And I got connected to bleeding disorders because my younger brother Cade has severe hemophilia A, and my mom was very involved in the Arizona Hemophilia Association, and so we got very involved with like the camp and statewide meetings. I have volunteered at statewide meetings and at the Salsa Challenge, which our Arizona Hemophilia Association puts on here, where everybody goes around and tries different salsas. This past year at camp was like probably my favorite year, and I just got to be like a role model for the kids, set the example, and I liked being involved with the kids. Find something you enjoy, because that's going to make it the most fun and to make your volunteer work more meaningful to you and to the people around you as well.
From Phoenix, Arizona, Cade Komar. Cade has a true passion for mentoring kids and young adults like himself. Whether it's teaching kids how to swim as a volunteer lifeguard at Camp Honor, or by giving back to animals in his community through the Boys Team charity, Cade's sympathy and altruistic nature are always on full display. From Midland, Texas, Haley Marcial Ramirez. Haley has a strong sense of advocacy and contributing to her community. She raises funds for multiple bleeding disorder walks across the country, serves food with Mountain Charleston Gathering, and is an advocate for the LGBTQ community. She is a protector of animal rights and is part of the Civil Air Patrol as a step towards her dream of being in the Air Force. From Staten Island, New York, Jake Patsakos. As a member of his local bleeding disorder community, Jake has raised money for local walks and participated in various chapter events. Jake is a National Honor Society member and takes his studies seriously. He has a strong passion for helping others and wishes to be a role model for the next generation. From Gilbert, Arizona, Savannah Ryman. Savannah is a leader in her community and has contributed to various fundraisers, provided childcare support, and is a great camp counselor. She made the Dean's List for academics and believes in making a positive impact on her community by working hard and giving back.
I have type 1 von Willebrand.
I haven't had much of a problem for it since I moved to the United States. I did have a problem in Costa Rica because we didn't have the resources that we have here. And we didn't even know about the medication that I have now. I've been really good lately, and it's just like living a normal life. Schools need to know more about the bleeding disorders. I know a lot of kids suffer from that, and I suffered that myself. They don't really take it as serious as it is, and then I just thought like I could maybe educate myself more by going to the camp, get more knowledge from it, and learn from other people's experience. We didn't have masks here at the beginning, but one day my mom found a sewing machine, and I just thought little by little I could help her do things like that, you know?
I have hemophilia, and my brother has hemophilia too. I volunteer. It's a therapeutic horse center where people who have physical disabilities and special needs ride horses. I'm one of the people who just stand on the side of the horse just to make sure that they don't fall or that something doesn't happen to them. It was really fun when I could go, so I would look forward to it after school. And then I volunteer at the Hemophilia Center of Southern California. I help set up with the walks, events. When you see like the smiles on their faces, they're just having fun and they don't have to worry about anything because they're on a horse. While you don't think it makes an impact, it does make an impact on you and the people around you. So I think it's really good to go and volunteer when you have the chance. It's fun.
My brother has severe hemophilia A. My parents started the chapter so many years ago, so it's just been part of my life. We were at a retreat with the chapter, and this girl had a disability. We just really clicked. Every time there was an event, we would just do it together. I know that she's been through so many struggles in her life because of her disability, and I just wanted to treat her like anyone would treat anyone. We became friends after that. It was really nice. The biggest message I just want everyone to know is that participating in these events, trying to get the message out, trying to raise awareness, raise more money, or whatever you can do. If all you want to do is post something on social media, anything you can do makes a difference, and it's just important.
The volunteer work that I had done, I had fixed up one of the outside decks of the Arizona Hemophilia Association, like their backyard. I had repainted their deck, sanded it, and cleaned it out, and now it looks a lot nicer. Like the house was about 90 years old. It's important for younger people to always give back to the community, and it feels really good to do volunteer work. Like, just be prepared and be confident. Try to have really good communication with the people that you are volunteering with. It all depends on how organized you can get things set up. To complete the work that you want to complete, you need to really be good at communication, check up on things.
I started volunteering really when I joined Beta Club. I learned I had to do 20 hours of service, and of course 6th grade me was like, oh, that sucks. Once I got into it, I realized that it really did help me. It gave me more purpose than I had. It filled a hole inside of me, and I went over the 20-hour requirement. First thing I did was go to the library, straighten books, cleaning board books for kids and things like that, doing my chores at home, cleaning teachers' classrooms, setting up and cleaning up school events. It's a big variety of stuff that I do because I don't want to get bored doing the same thing over and over. I think the first thing is to do some research on what you want to do, what best fits you, who needs help in your community. Maybe there's an event that's coming up and you're really into that event, so you want to set up and pick up after it.
Let's do a virtual round of applause for all our volunteers.
What up, my fellow TikTokers? Hey, I'm just out here tackling yet another dope TikTok challenge.
Sorry, Josh, what are you doing?
It's obvious, I'm flossing.
I don't think that's exactly the trend.
Yeah, and we already did the whole social media roundup sketch, man.
Well, guess what? You're lost because everywhere I look, all I see is inspiring teams dancing, singing, and just having plain old fun.
Really? Wow. I don't know. Maybe we should hang out with the inspiring teens over on TikTok.
Wait. You can't. You can't.
Wait, why not?
How can I put this? You guys are a little bit old.
Oh, okay, great. Bye, Josh.
Now, you still gonna do the sports and arts category next, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. You want to introduce it?
Well, no, you guys go ahead, but to all my fellow athletes and artists out there, every time you step on the field or share your craft, despite your bleeding disorder, you're leading by example. Thank you for showing me year after year what true toughness looks like. Gotta go. It's been a minute.
Well said, man. And nice flossing.
My pleasure.
One of a kind. How are you all doing out there? Are you still with me by a show of hands?
Oh, I miss bringing people up on stage and getting to ask them questions.
I know, it's like the best part. But the good news is that there will be plenty of opportunities at the BDC for you to unmute your mic and share your story. So, I've got something I want to share right now, actually. Okay, I've been really looking forward to giving everyone this. This trophy.
Oh, sorry, wait, you got one trophy for, like, everyone to share?
58 people, to be exact. A genuine Teen Impact Award.
Okay, I'm not going to judge. I'm sure you know where you're going with this, right?
Hey, Luke in Illinois, you're up!
Whoa, thanks, Patrick.
My pleasure. Now, go ahead and make a wish or kiss it or, I don't know, whatever people do with trophies these days, and then pass it on to the next people watching. I only got one.
How am I supposed to pass it on?
Like the Stanley Cup.
Okay, speaking of trophies, let's see our Teen Impact Award recipients for arts and athletics. Like Josh Gordy said, these are teens who inspired others with their work and with their play, despite their bleeding conditions and sometimes because of it. These are the guys and girls who hear can't and make it can't stop me.
Let's give it up for the honorees in arts and athletics.
Honestly, living with a bleeding disorder hasn't been too bad because I've met some of my best friends through the community, some lifelong friendships. I've been working hard ever since I moved to this country when I was about 6 years old. I've played 3 high school sports, and I was one of the main journalists at my high school, and that's what I'm studying in college. I've also played viola for the orchestra for 6 years, and all the hard work has just paid off. It just feels amazing that I could turn it into something, and really awesome to hear that I won this award. Me and my family just basically throw a little small party because it's just me and my mom and dad, you know, just the Cuban way. You gotta do some salsa dancing and all that. It's not just for bleeding disorders, it's just for everyone. Just don't give up on what you like to do.
From Bronxville, New York, Amelia Bornman. Theater and music have been a part of Amelia's life since she was very young, and she now uses her talents to give back to the community by performing musical theater in area schools to inspire younger students to pursue the arts, and by playing recitals in senior living facilities to bring music to older adults. She recently got to live a dream when she was invited to sing at Carnegie Hall in 2019.
I'm a musician, I'm a trumpet player, and I also do quite a bit of singing. I'm going to be a trumpet major, and I'm going to Moody Bible Institute in Chicago. One of the things I do is theater. I've really enjoyed that. I kind of like the ultimate form of music and the way that you get to inhabit a character. You get to bring this music to life, and you get to get inside these characters' heads, many of which have similar feelings to the people in the audience. In the end, it's not about whether they think you're cool or not. It's about, did you change their life? So that's the biggest thing for me. Also, I've really enjoyed swimming. It's easier on my joints than other sports. I love bringing joy into people's lives, and I love changing people's lives. I think that's quite important.
When I was told younger, I couldn't do sports or anything, it really made me upset. I joined choir, and I wasn't really feeling it because I was just standing there singing and stuff. I love singing, don't get me wrong. My 7th grade year, I discovered show choir, and that's singing and dancing. So it brings a little bit of the athletics into regular choir. I just instantly fell in love with it. I like that it's noticed as a sport, and that is a sport that I can do. It gives me exercise. I love it so much. It's important that you don't just explore just one section of something. You explore everything, because you never know. If you explore at a young age, you might be able to find your passion in life. And I know for a fact that I'm going to be singing and dancing for the rest of my life.
From Manning, South Carolina, Sylvester Dozer. Playing basketball and helping others are Sylvester's passion. Having hemophilia and being an athlete gives Sylvester a great opportunity to self-advocate while showing others he can challenge his own limits. He is a mentor to the younger generation of his local community and is always looking for a way to help others.
Having severe hemophilia, my blood obviously doesn't clot as well. I just live a normal life. So I started cross country my freshman year of high school, and I wasn't really good at it when I first started. By the
end of the season, I was the fastest kid on my team. Most of it's just hard work. I don't really let my bleeding disorder get in my way unless it absolutely stops me and puts me in the hospital. And even then, as soon as I get out, I'm just going to go back and start running more. If you want to be physically active, just don't let anyone tell you can't, because you might get hurt. You have medicine, you'll be fine in today's age. So just do whatever you think you want to do.
3 years ago, me and my sister started a walk to raise awareness and funds towards hemophilia, because we know firsthand how severe hemophilia can get and how it can affect families. We want to do a good deed by starting this, and it's been going pretty successfully so far. I also play basketball. All of my teammates always know about my condition, so everyone's always careful. I just want to let everyone who's trying to pursue something to always keep on trying. I exercise to make my joints stronger. I put in all the hard work so that I'm able to play the sport that I love. But if you put in all the work that you need to, you can climb any mountain. Tag Chris Bombardier.
I am connected to the community for the Hemophilia Association because of my little brother, AJ, who has hemophilia. Me and my 2 friends decided to create a community project to raise awareness for hemophiliacs in our community. And we decided to also help them during the Christmas season by getting toy donations and giving it to families in need. It feels really nice to help others, and I think it also helps you see the bigger picture of our world. And mostly it's my brother, AJ, that keeps me motivated to try to help more people like him.
I swam all through high school. I volunteered at a local hospital. I gave flowers to all the patients, and I also volunteer at the local senior assisted living. I entertain them by dancing for them. I've been dancing for 10 to 12 years. It's an Indian classical dance that I've been learning. It's part of my heritage and culture. I like to share it with people. I think it's great, first of all, if you even have the thought of going out and volunteering. You don't need to be nervous. I was nervous too. Take the first step and then you'll get there. I just want to thank my friends and my family. It must have been hard on them, but they never let it bring me down or bring themselves down. They just kept going, being themselves and being great.
My main involvement with arts is being a drum major at my high school. So I did a lot of designing our set pieces and how the band moves and everything. And I'm a world level Irish dancer. Finding Irish dance, it was wow, there's actually sports that are safe for people with bleeding disorders to do. And then I'm also a varsity swimmer for all 4 years of high school. So I do a lot of athletic stuff. Never stop trying. There's always, you never know what you're going to find for a sport or an arts activity that you can do. Never stop looking is the other thing. You never know where or when you'll find something that's going to be a part of you for the rest of your life.
Another round of applause for all of our winners in the, where's the trophy?
The trophy? I wasn't sure what you wanted me to do with that.
So you lost it? Okay. That's okay. You're still the future. You just lost my only trophy. Avra, I gotta go find it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sure, just not really sure what to do here, but I guess we could hit up our next recipient.
Hey, Avra, this is totally not just another Zoom party. Wow, right?
Patrick's not here, Chris.
Whew. Okay, good, because I'm very impressed. The teens are amazing, and I'm still humming that song. But like Josh said, technically this is still a Zoom party, right?
I mean, we are on Zoom. If I were to close my laptop, I'd be alone in my room. So yeah, kind of is just another Zoom party.
Well, let's do something about that, yeah?
How?
Come with me.
Just wanted to remind everybody that while we're keeping our social distance this summer, one of the best places to keep socially distant from others is outside. And it's open to everyone. If you find the right trail, you can really socially distance and even take this off and get some fresh air. It's incredible out here. I wanted to take you guys to one of my favorite spots up here in New Hampshire. Usually, at this Teen Impact Awards, I'd be sharing a little story about my climbs and about overcoming adversity and the different ways that I was able to accomplish the 7 summits. But this year, I'm not able to do that. But that doesn't mean that I can't share a little bit about that. So You know, there's many times where people didn't think that the 7 summits could be possible, especially for somebody with hemophilia. But it's not about proving people wrong or doing things that are dangerous or scary. It's about finding ways to rewrite the rules and overcome challenges that you face yourself. So it's about finding something that you love and something that you're passionate about, something that you want to speak up about. For me, it was about saving one life and addressing the drastic disparity in global health care for hemophilia. And many of our teens we're awarding today, we're awarding them for advocacy, for standing up, speaking out, and sharing the words and educating people about bleeding disorders. So whether it's Washington Days, state capital advocacy days, or just speaking up for your peers and sharing about the bleeding disorders community with the broader community, our advocates use their most important tool they have, their voice. For that, we're incredibly proud of you advocates, and thank you so much for your service. And thank you for joining me on this amazing hike. Hey, look what I just found. I wish there was always a little trophy at the top of every hike. That would be sweet. With that, here are Teen Impact Award recipients for advocacy.
I volunteer for a lot of events, specifically charity events. I speak at these events, and it's fun to tell people what it's like to have hemophilia, to spread awareness of the medical condition. I want to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, my whole family, all my friends, the nurses and doctors at the hospital, Phoenix Children's Hospital, and my physical therapist at Phoenix Children's Hospital helped me get this far.
From Pico Rivera, California, Matthew Kazas. Matthew is a strong advocate for his community and his family. Matthew is involved with his local foundation as a community member and volunteer, and looks forward to being an LIT at his summer camp so he can continue mentoring the younger generation. A self-initiator, Matthew helps with his brother's infusions when he sees his mother start to struggle. He is a future leader for his community.
Having hemophilia since I was born was very difficult. The most difficult part about it was during my elementary school years when I wasn't able to do physical education properly because the adults were very worried that I would get hurt and they would be in trouble for it. So I always had to sit out or just not participate, even though it was against the rules and I was allowed to participate, especially since I had my medication. I could go back in time and tell the adults something better. It would be that there's nothing that makes me different from living a normal life just because I have this condition. Since I take my prophylaxis, I am able to live a perfectly normal life just like everybody else. And I feel like I was denied that opportunity to further improve myself.
From Concord, North Carolina, Bethany Matson. Bethany believes giving back to her community is important, and she has a deep love for helping others. In her free time, she volunteers for an after-school program to keep kids active and engaged and having fun while learning. She also received training to help with a local foster adopt group called Overflow. Through Overflow, Bethany spends time with kids of all ages who are in the foster care system. Her bleeding disorder has not made her ask, "Why me?" It's made her more compassionate and willing to work at helping others.
I have been part of the hemophilia community for my entire life because I have an older brother with hemophilia. I used to pull the needle out for him when he did Factor. You have to remember that Nathan is a really normal kid, and he focused on the things that you have in common instead of the things that are different. And I think that you can get really far with that. I'm really thankful for the opportunities that I've gotten. It's hard because I don't wish hemophilia on anyone, but we've gotten such a community. It's such an amazing thing. It can be if you go to all of the events and all of the hemophilia camps.
I have a platelet function disorder. I try not to let it stop me from doing things that I like doing, like skateboarding or any other outdoor activity, but I can't make blood clots as well because my platelets don't work. They just kind of melt. I have gone to Washington, D.C. recently to talk to senators and their staffers, and specifically Rosa DeLauro. And we were talking about more specific laws to aid people with bleeding disorders. I definitely felt empowered. I was very nervous that, I was going to mess something up. I try to keep that more in the back because I don't want it to define me. You know what I mean? but I do want to let it be something that will help other people with something similar.
From Staten Island, New York, Seth Patsakos. Seth is a top student with his sights set on attending St. John's University Business School in the fall. He aspires to have his career in business to advance affordability and access for all in the public health and healthcare industries. Seth wants to use his condition of hemophilia B as a motivator for others with chronic conditions to accept that the sky is the limit.
I am super excited to be receiving this, a little bit surprised because I think that I tend to downplay the kind of impact that I have. So I've been advocating since I was like little. I would go and talk in front of my third grade. That was important from the perspective of like a child, to kind of give the adults a sense of, this is a thing that matters and is a thing that exists. At this point, it's more like I have actual information to give, getting adults to take me seriously almost, if that makes sense. It's advocacy not just for bleeding disorders and how we matter, but how we will continue to matter.
Being a sibling with someone with hemophilia, you see firsthand what everyone with a bleeding disorder goes through. You also have that extra stress of my child might also be going through the same thing that I'm facing today. I am one of the advocacy captains. For my chapter, I am on the advocacy board. It gives me a lot of leadership skills, and it makes me a lot better in talking with adults, talking to different parts of the government, and being able to kind of stand up for myself and for those who can't stand up for themselves.
It all starts with just taking a single step forward. Literally, the saying, the first step is always the hardest. That is, I think, something I seriously take to heart. It's always really hard to just get going and at least try something, because in the end, advocating for yourself really won't have any negative effects, even if you do fail. It has been a long time before we've seen almost anybody I've known from camp or anybody who would understand my condition. With this award, I will most likely use it to further my college applications, further my resume, even advocate for myself more, getting myself a job.
Me and my family, we did a car wash to raise money for the hemophilia walk. When the people would come through, we would tell them about hemophilia, help educate them. Because at first we didn't know anyone, but then my mom started reaching out to people, and they helped us out a lot. Started educating us more. We would get invited to events and we would learn more. It really taught me a lot. It's really fun, getting to know all the other people with the same disability as you, so they get to know what you've been through, and you guys can you guys have a better link.
Strong work, advocates. Great job.
I couldn't find the trophy, so here I am. What did I miss? What happened to your clothes, Abra?
Oh, Chris stopped by and he went for an outdoor hike.
With a Zoom background?
Patrick, please. What is this, just another Zoom party?
Good point, Avra. Good point.
Yeah, he kind of inspired me. So now I'm going to go for a hike.
Now, as in now?
Carpe diem, Patrick.
Pause this stream?
I will be back to wrap it up.
Oh, okay, have fun. And here I am, alone. Not just another Zoom party. Not really alone, because I'm with all of you who can't talk to me, so that's totally cool. Oh, sorry. Phones. Oh, reminder. Patrick, don't forget to thank the sponsors, without whom tonight would not be possible. Thank you very much. Love, Patrick from the past. That's a really nice message, and it's true. Tonight would not be possible without the generous support from our sponsors who believe in the teens of this community just as much as we do. As our founding sponsor, Takeda has been with the Teen Impact Awards from the start, helping us recognize and celebrate over 400 teens since 2015. Takeda aims to provide both practical and insightful resources for the bleeding disorders community, and you can learn more about those resources and their commitment by visiting bleedingdisorders.com. Thank you again, Takeda, for being an early and ongoing supporter of the Teen Impact Awards. And I've got one other update about a Takeda-supported project to share with you right now.
Spencer?
Spencer.
Nobody
I
can
think
hear you.
Spencer.
You're on mute.
I can't hear you.
You're on mute. You know what?
I'm just gonna hang up. Spencer can't talk. Maybe Spencer got Little Mermaided. Oh, Spencer.
Yes, season 10 of the multi-award-winning edutaining comedy series Stop the Bleeding is back, August 17th. Relive all of your favorite virtual camp moments by joining us for a season at Virtual Camp I Don't Wanna Bleed. Visit STB Hemo August 17th or at any time at all to watch an episode from our previous 9 seasons. And once again, thank you to Kata. We are thrilled to welcome this year for the first time to the Teen Impact Awards, BioMarin. There are so many ways to make an impact, and one of the most powerful ways is by sharing your story. Community member Jonathan Hill contracted HIV/AIDS during the contamination crisis of the 1980s and was nearly killed by liver disease and hepatitis C. Jonathan's story of overcoming endless challenges is now a first-of-its-kind graphic novel called Blood of the Paladin, and it was an honor for Believe to help produce it.
When I was 2 years old, I bit my tongue, and it wouldn't stop bleeding. It took the doctors some time to diagnose me with severe hemophilia A. My name is Jonathan Hill, and this is my story. My parents were determined to teach me that I had no limits in my life because of hemophilia.
Just put one foot in front of the other, one step at a time.
As a young boy, I felt like I was always in the hospital. I was dying to escape, and that's when I discovered Dungeons and Dragons.
What's this? What's a paladin? He looks invincible.
That's when everything really changed. All of a sudden, there were no more limits. We slayed monsters, both real and imagined.
John, I'm sorry. You tested positive for the HIV virus.
That can't be true. Am I going to die?
So we brought together 2 graphic novel artists to kind of capture the very different worlds that Jonathan lived in.
I want young people in our community to know our shared history. I wanted them to be able to see how we got to where we are today.
Every subscriber to NHF's HemoWare magazine will be receiving Blood of the Paladin attached to the November issue. And if you're not subscribed, the magazine's free to the community. You just have to sign up on NHF's website to start receiving copies. A huge thank you to BioMarin for making Blood of the Paladin and the Teen Impact Awards possible. Of course, we also could not pull this night off without the partnerships we have with NHF, NYLI, the Josh Gordy Hope Foundation, Chris and Adventures of a Hemophiliac, or without the support from our Empower sponsor, Diplomat Specialty Infusion. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making tonight possible. Let's give them one more big virtual round of applause. And I just have to assume that you're all applauding voraciously with me because I can't hear a thing. I am alone.
Hi, Patrick.
Oh, Nicole, thank God.
So nice to see you.
You too. It's getting a little lonely.
Oh, you're just hitting that late evening party lull right before the big finish? It's the perfect time for the host to give a speech.
Oh, yeah. A speech. I can do that. Hey, Nicole, if you were hosting and you were giving a speech, what might you kick off with?
I might thank everyone for coming.
Thank you all for coming.
I might tell them how we're here to celebrate the best and the brightest young people of our community and how proud we are of all of them.
What she said.
And then maybe something a little bit from the heart.
Oh, good idea. The heart. The heart's good. The heart's good. Okay, Nicole, I want to give a great speech from the heart, but all that's coming to mind are Beyonce lyrics.
That's fun. Well, what would Queen Bee do?
She would own the moment.
You can do it.
You're right. I can do it. Thanks, Nicole. And thank you all again for coming to the 2020 Teen Impact Awards. The Teen Impact Awards and my work in the bleeding disorders community in general is, for me, like for many of us, very personal. As some of you know, Believe Limited started about a decade ago, and it's been a really beautiful part of my life. But it was born out of something extremely sad. My brother Adam died of a head bleed when he was only 18 years old, with his whole life ahead of him. Adam had so many of the qualities that we champion here tonight. He was a thoughtful and creative young person who had a bleeding disorder but wasn't afraid to go his own way or to stand up for what he believed in. Adam was a loyal friend, a clever writer, and he wanted to use these skills to make the world a better place. So take a moment with me to raise a metaphorical, imaginary glass to the 2020 Teen Impact Award recipients and to Adam.
Hear, hear. And now it is my absolute honor to tell you all that in memory of Adam, for the first time, the Teen Impact Awards are proud to present 3 $1,000 scholarships to high school seniors in the bleeding disorders community who are college or trade school bound in the fall.
The mission of Believe Limited is to use entertainment as a vehicle for engagement, education, and empowerment.
This year, that mission honors Adam's life through this scholarship, championing young community members who, like Adam, demonstrate outside-the-box capabilities and an undeniable passion for making the world a better place.
So candidates had to be a graduating senior and a 2020 Teen Impact Award recipient, which means these are people who are either directly or indirectly affected by hemophilia, von Willebrand disease, or another diagnosed bleeding disorder.
And most importantly, candidates applying for the Adam Lynch Memorial Scholarship must demonstrate out-of-the-box approaches to advocacy and awareness, raising for people with bleeding disorders.
So, let's announce the winners. A huge round of congratulations to the inaugural recipients of the Adam Lynch Scholarship. Congratulations, I know Adam would be really proud. If you'd like more information about the scholarship, or if you'd like to contribute toward the fund, please visit NHF's website for details. Nicole, as long as you're here, would you do the honors and announce our final category of the night?
My pleasure. This crew is near and dear to my heart. The end of the 2020 school year wasn't easy, but this crew laughs in the face of a challenge. These teens have been persevering their whole academic lives. Through their bleeding disorders, life in general, and the full schedule that comes with all of it, this group still managed to excel in their classes and show promise as the thought of leaders of tomorrow. Please join me in honoring the Teen Impact Award recipients in the category of academics.
I really focus more on academics versus sports because it's just more feasible having von Willebrands. This past year, we worked really closely with our Chamber of Commerce, and we actually organized a Fall Harvest Festival. Anything I can do to get out there and benefit our community, I'm really excited doing that. Eventually, we're going to be the ones running the world. You never know where you're going to end up, and if you set your bar too low, then you're never going to really know what's available. Like, anyone's capable of anything if they really try. Reach for the stars, you know?
I have a brother who has mild hemophilia A, and I'm a carrier of the same gene. This is just another step that I have to take in my life. Science has always been my big thing. I love learning about genetics. That's kind of where I've always been super excited. It's gotten difficult to stay motivated, but I've done my best. I want to become a genetic counselor. I want to be able to help other members of the bleeding disorder communities and other communities as well just understand what their disorder means to them and their families.
I think it's important for young people to get involved. I try to volunteer as much as I can. So we have fall outings. I help volunteer for that. And I've been to 2 of the national conferences to help advocate. And I've been to state days in Ohio and then in Washington, D.C. to help advocate. Ask your chapter where you can get involved and just volunteer as much as you can.
One of my interests as a career actually is a hematologist. I would love to do research dedicated to hemophilia or other bleeding disorders. I think all people with hemophilia are looking forward to the day that there's a cure. They're a little bit closer with hemophilia B, and I'm still plenty happy for that. Don't be afraid to find those opportunities. If there's an open door, take it. You used a little bit of your time, but even still, you probably learned a lesson or something from it. Notions that are given whenever you see someone with hemophilia, there's a lot of things that make you seem not necessarily normal, but there's so many more opportunities and people that you can meet. You're part of a community that really is just close like family.
It kind of varies for von
Von Willebrand for me. I'm type 1, so if I bump something, I get bruises. I'm an avid roller coaster rider, so I can't ride, wooden roller coasters or, certain things like that. I do multiple clubs. I'm in beta, I'm in academic team, I'm in band. I go out to Frankfurt to advocate to all of our representatives and our senators to speak about passing a bill. Many of our politicians don't understand what our treatment consists of, how much the treatment costs, what we have to do, what we can't do. Their eyes are really open because they're like, wow, I didn't know it was that expensive.
I do these hemophilia presentations around the community. I talk about reducing the isolating barriers of intolerance. If we can spread awareness for hemophilia, maybe people will be more aware of another disorder like von Willebrand's. I'm super excited about the future of hemophilia, especially in gene therapy. There's people that have actually been cured with hemophilia B, and I'm super surprised by that. Scientists are also working on better treatments, longer lasting products, and etc.
From South Charleston, West Virginia, Gage Quessenberry. Gage is an outstanding student and will attend West Virginia University's Statler's College of Engineering to study mechanical engineering in the fall. He was inducted into the Honor Society and is an International Baccalaureate Certificate student. He strives to obtain knowledge and always be the most prepared student in the room.
When I was younger, it wasn't very common for women to have hemophilia, and my younger sister, she was diagnosed with mild hemophilia. We never met any other girls or anybody who had mild hemophilia or anything like that. I think it's good from a young age to attend these events. You learn that you're not alone and that there's other kids who are maybe struggle or go through the same things as you, and it's good to talk about things. It's good to not always keep it bottled up or stay confused, and it's good to learn from a young age how to take care of yourself.
A huge round of applause to all of our 2020 recipients, and a special nod to you graduating seniors. I know this year did not look like what you probably thought it would, but if anything, it's shown you that you are capable of so much. Nothing is going to stop you from impacting the world for the better. Let's take a look one more time at all of our 2020 recipients. Thanks as well to Josh Gordy, Nicole Scappy, Chris Bombardier, the National Youth Leadership Institute, Takeda, Biomarin, Diplomat, and Believe for bringing this evening together.
And to our recipients, whether you're a leader, a student, an artist, an athlete, a servant to a higher cause, or an advocate, you are making an impact at a time when it is sorely needed.
Thank you, all of you, for everything that you do to give our community such hope for a bright future. If you have a friend or family member who missed the Teen Impact Awards, or if you just want to relive the magic yourself, good news, video from this evening will be out on our Facebook page later this week. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter, so if you're bouncing around the BDC and want to relive the magic from tonight, come find the Teen Impact Awards on Facebook.
And Colby, take us home.
Zoom. Strike a pose. Enter the URL. Strike a pose. Enter the URL. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Come on, Zoom. You can even paint your own background.
I'm on Mount Everest again.